Apart from traffic, drivers, and cars, the dash cameras captured the most unbelievable moments. Be it ghostly drivers and creepy legends, or the otherworldly phenomena and divine beings. Let's watch these terrifying clicks together. Mysterious blue flash. Two friends were driving south through Utah during a snowstorm, enjoying their ride when out of nowhere the sky lit up with a bright blue flash. They were both shocked, staring in disbelief as the lightning stayed in the sky for several seconds. They thought it might be something caused by aliens, but nothing appeared afterward. It was such a strange and sudden event that left them puzzled. They couldn't explain what they had just witnessed, but they felt it was something truly extraordinary, maybe even a miracle of nature.
On it? It should be. The whole sky was blue. Yeah.
Invisible driver.
यार ये गाड़ी रात 2 बजे का टाइम है और इस्लामाबाद जना एवेन्यू पे हमने देखी.
Late one night, a man recorded something really creepy while he was driving in Islamabad. A mysterious car appeared ahead of him, but what caught his attention was its driver. Strangely, there was no one in the driver's seat, yet the car was seen running as if it was operated by an experienced driver. Meanwhile, the man sitting in the passenger seat was making strange movements, as if trying to communicate. The person recording even claimed that the man's eyes were glowing red, although it's not clear in the video. Terrified by what he had seen, he immediately stopped filming and sped away, his heart pounding.
लाल रंग की लाइट थी, जिस तरह मतलब जैसे किसी ने लेजर लाइट नहीं फिट की.
Ghost bike. On May 28th, a driver was on his way back to Paris when, while driving, he saw a motorbike in his rearview mirror, but it wasn't like any normal motorbike. The bike was driving all by itself without a rider. The driver thought someone was just riding it close to the barrier, but as the bike got closer, he realized there was no one on it. Confused and a bit scared, he slowed down and turned on his hazard lights to stay safe. His friend started filming the bike, which continued riding on its own for a long distance. Later, it was discovered that the rider had fallen off after a crash, and the bike was still moving with cruise control. The whole thing seemed like something out of a ghost story.
Si vous voulez, parce qu'il y a quand même pas de chauffeur si elle tape la barrière et qu'après.
Miracle of light. This video quickly went viral on social media, leaving everyone amazed. It captured something truly extraordinary, a being that looked like a real angel. The angel's wings were flapping strongly, creating a powerful energy in the air. Then, some feathers seemed to fall from its wings, but what happened next was even more stunning. The angel's wings began to glow brightly, lighting up the surroundings. As the wings glowed, a fire circle formed around the angel in the sky, almost like it was marking a sacred sign. Witch on the road.
You know, I'm driving and I see some, like, look at that.
In this video, this person while driving spotted something that's more like a nightmare than an adventure. As he drove down the road, he suddenly saw a figure standing still on the side. It's a woman dressed in a white robe with long dark hair. She was completely motionless. The driver, clearly startled, doesn't know how to react. When he brightens the footage to see her better, it only raises more questions. Who is she? Some believe she might be a ghost, haunting the spot where she passed away in a car crash. Others wonder if she's a person trying to trick drivers into stopping. Either way, it's a really terrifying sight to witness. Sasquatch sighting. On May 30th, 2024, a trucker was at a rural industrial site in Canada picking up equipment. While walking toward the equipment, he suddenly noticed a huge creature standing by the edge of the site. At first, he didn't see it, but when he realized what was happening, he quickly ran back to his truck. He drove off in a hurry. The truck's dash camera recorded the strange beast as it passed the site. It was estimated to be around 11 feet tall. Afterward, cameras were set up in the area to track the creature. Months later, a landowner reported seeing the same creature 20 miles away. Dog pig creature.
What the f- That's a pig!
Around 6 years ago, a group of friends shared a TikTok video where they talked about a strange creature they spotted while driving late at night. They were cruising down a road when suddenly, something crossed in front of their car. It was an animal, but it didn't look like anything they had ever seen before. The creature had a dog's body with long legs, but its face looked like a pig's snout, which made it really confusing for them. The mix of features was unsettling, and they weren't sure what it was. Some people in the comments suggested it might be a weird genetic mutation.
What do I do?
Dino Ride.
What the hell?
Dinosaurs are supposed to be extinct, right? Well, this video might make you think twice. While driving down the road, a group of people spots something incredible. A truck carrying 2 T-Rex dinosaurs. These dinosaurs aren't the giant ones we usually picture, but they still look pretty real. People who've watched this footage online have different opinions. Some think the dinosaurs are just props, while others are convinced they could be real. This makes you wonder, could dinosaurs still be around? Nightly surprise. One night, a person was driving down a quiet off-track road, just like any other normal night. Out of nowhere, he noticed something moving across the road. It was a strange creature, and before he could get a good look, it quickly ran into the fields and disappeared. The person couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it looked like a small elf. The creature's sudden appearance and quick movements made the situation even stranger. After this encounter, the person was left shaken, knowing that he would never again travel alone at night on unfamiliar roads. Road monster. A guy was driving down the road when suddenly something stopped him on his way. The ground cracked open and a car crashed straight into the large crack. Just when things couldn't get worse, something even crazier happened. Out of the cracked earth, a giant creature with massive wings emerged. It flew straight at the car, heading directly for the driver. Imagine the panic the driver must have felt as the situation went from bad to worse in just a few moments. Everything around him seemed to be falling apart. A huge crack in the road, and now a terrifying creature. The driver must have been completely freaked out. Witch encounter. This dash cam footage shows a driver traveling on a quiet off-track road late at night. He was driving home when he suddenly noticed flames ahead on the road. Confused and scared, he slowed down his car to figure out what was happening. As he got closer, something even stranger happened. A witch suddenly emerged from the bushes beside the road. The witch stared directly at the car, and then, as if by magic, the bushes around her vanished completely. It was as if the driver had stepped into a different world. Moments later, the bushes reappeared, just like they were before, as if nothing had happened, leaving the driver completely shaken. Unseen nuns. In this eerie video, a YouTuber tells a strange story. He claimed that he felt an evil presence following him for about a month. During this time, he began seeing more and more nuns walking down the street, but when he asked others if they saw them too, no one else could. Finally, he decided to film what he was seeing. The footage shows several figures in dark clothing that look like nuns walking along the road. As the video continues, more and more nuns appear. To add to the creepiness, a strange transparent figure can be seen in one of the buildings as the car drives by. The footage seems to prove the man was seeing these nuns, but why couldn't others see them? What is the other figure? We may never know. Elves in trunk. We all know the kind, helpful elves from Snow White, right? Well, this footage reveals a darker, scarier side of these little creatures. In the video, a person was driving along when strange noises started coming from their car trunk. Curious and a bit worried, they stopped and opened it. To his shock, 2 tiny elves jumped out, jumping them immediately. One elf fell backward during the scuffle, but the other kept fighting. The person tried their best to escape, but it wasn't over yet. A third elf, wearing a red cap, climbed out of the trunk and joined others. Completely overwhelmed, the person gave up as all 3 elves surrounded them. It was definitely a strange and creepy sight. Burning Witch. The footage came from southern Mexico, where a man who wanted to stay anonymous was driving down a quiet mountain road late at night. He thought he was the only one on the road, but that wasn't the case. Suddenly, a glowing, fiery figure appeared in front of him. After a few seconds, it disappeared. The man called it the Burning Witch. The figure wore a strange robe, and its head seemed to be on fire. It was impossible for this to be a human, since no one could walk while being engulfed in flames. The driver saw the figure a few more times and followed it, eventually capturing it on camera. Some online viewers thought the road was haunted or cursed by an evil witch. Vanishing biker.
All right, sounds good.
2 mountain bikers were riding along a trail enjoying their day. Suddenly, something strange happened. The biker in front, who was ahead on the trail, completely disappeared. His bike kept going, falling to the ground. The biker behind was stunned, looking around in disbelief. He called out for his friend, but there was no answer.
Jeremy!
His friend was gone without a trace. Panicked, he shouted louder, desperately searching, but his friend never returned. What happened to him? It remains a mystery.
Jeremy?
Radiohead mystery. In 2016, a strange VHS-style dashcam video appeared online, leaving viewers confused and scared. The video showed someone driving on a quiet country road at night. As he turned a corner, a man in a suit carrying a briefcase suddenly appeared. At first, it seemed like he might be a hitchhiker, but then another man in a suit showed up, and both ran away. Soon after, 9 more suited men popped up from the grass, looking nervous. The footage also showed someone lighting a flare and a person in a reindeer mask walking past the car. The video ended suddenly, sparking many questions. Later, it was revealed to be a promo for Radiohead's new album, explaining the strange scene. Monster and Claw. While driving near vast fields, an excavator caught this driver's attention. He thought there might be construction happening ahead, as excavators and tractors are often seen at construction sites. But as his car passed by, he noticed something strange. The claw of the excavator was holding a huge, monstrous creature. The creature looked slimy, about 9 to 10 feet long, with a hollow mouth wide open and its tail touching the ground. Many online viewers believed it was an alien, but it was later revealed to be a giant Wells catfish, a species known for its large size. The strange sight shocked everyone who saw it. Frozen in time. A person was driving down the road and stopped at a traffic signal. When he glanced across to the other side, he saw something bizarre. A man was walking, but suddenly froze in the middle of his steps. Everything around him, like the cars and people, kept moving, but the man stayed completely still. It was as if time had stopped just for him. The person recording was stunned and couldn't believe his eyes. Was it a prank, or did this man really get stuck in time? The moment felt unreal, like something straight out of a glitch in the Matrix. What do you think happened? Ghost bag. We've all heard about ghosts or mysterious creatures showing up on roads, but seriously, who would expect a plastic bag to be part of that list? This footage is truly bizarre. A plastic bag was seen moving across a busy road, and it looked like it was walking. It seemed to have feet, and its handles were swinging in the air as if it was alive. The video left everyone watching confused, trying to figure out what was going on. Money rain. In Georgia, chaos broke out when an armored truck's side door unexpectedly opened, spilling $175,000 onto the busy highway. Drivers couldn't believe their eyes as cash scattered across the road. At least 15 people jumped out of their cars, dodging traffic to grab what they could. Some managed to pocket anywhere from $1 to $2,100, but most of the money was taken before the police arrived. By the time authorities showed up, most people were gone, leaving only the truck driver behind. While the police wanted the money grabbers to come forward, they promised there would be no criminal charges. What would you have done in that situation? Wolf stare. A person was driving through Yellowstone National Park on a snowy night when suddenly he noticed glowing eyes in the snow. Before he could react, a creepy wolf appeared in the middle of the road. The driver stared in shock because the wolf looked like a strange mix of a wolf and a dog. For a moment, the wolf just stopped and looked at the car. Then it started walking in circles around the car as if it was hungry or freezing. The driver was frozen, unsure what to do. After a while, the wolf turned and disappeared back into the snow, likely thinking no one would get out of the car. Rocket or space whale? On December 22nd, 2017, a family was driving home from Beaumont, California when they saw something unbelievable in the sky. At first, they thought it was a rocket streaking across the sky, growing longer and brighter. But then, out of nowhere, the streak split in two and ballooned out like a giant glowing space whale. Panic set in. People wondered if it was a UFO, a nuke, or even Santa testing his new sleigh. The truth? It was the launch of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from Vandenberg Air Force Base. The strange glowing cloud was just the rocket's exhaust lit up by the setting sun. Still, I'll stick with the space whale theory. It's way cooler. Slender Man spotted. In this video, a man in the United Kingdom captured a terrifying moment on his dash cam. While driving, he noticed something in the rearview mirror. As he looked closer, he saw Slender Man walking toward him. He quickly drove onto a grassy field and stopped, but the video suddenly cuts off, leaving viewers wondering what happened next. We can only hope the man was safe and that nothing serious happened to him. Unseen passenger. The footage was filmed somewhere in Asia by a passenger on a bus during their trip. As he was recording, a woman's face suddenly appeared in front of the bus. The strange part was, no one could figure out where she came from. Was she inside the bus or outside? The face looked like it was staring inside, and then she quickly disappeared. It was a very odd moment, leaving the viewer curious. Some people thought it might be a trick or an edited video, but no one could explain it for sure. Was it a ghostly encounter or just a clever setup? The mystery remains, and it's up to you to decide what happened. Truck with a secret. So, apparently this truck decided to give us all a sneak peek into Area 51. In this bizarre footage, a massive truck slowly drives by, and what do we see on its flatbed? Half of a flying saucer. As the camera zooms in, the strange object becomes more distinct, and it's definitely not something you'd expect to see on a regular truck. The truck continues moving at a calm pace, while a woman's scream in the background just adds to the weirdness. As the truck fades into the distance, we're left with one big question. What in the world was that truck really carrying? The mystery continues, and we're still waiting for answers. Teleported mystery. A truck was driving down a highway when something bizarre happened. Out of nowhere, a mysterious figure appeared to teleport from the truck, vanishing into thin air. Some people believed this was the result of teleportation, while others thought the figure could be a ghost. A few even wondered if this person time traveled. The whole thing was so strange and unexplainable that it left everyone questioning what had just happened. Was it a freak accident, a supernatural event, or something beyond our understanding? This footage made people think twice about the world around them. What do you think happened? Creepy crawler. We've all heard stories about UFOs, right? But this is different. An actual alien was seen walking on a road. Late one night when the streets were completely empty, someone spotted a strange creature crossing the road. It had spider-like long legs and a long swaying tail that made it look even more terrifying. The person watching was scared, knowing that if the alien noticed them, they might not be safe. The way it moved was extremely scary, and this sighting left the witness shocked and wondering if it could really be proof of aliens on Earth. Angel of light. In this video, something amazing was caught on camera. A figure appeared from the clouds, flying gracefully through the sky. What made it even more special was the glowing light around it, lighting up the sky in a magical way. It looked like an angel descending from heaven, its bright light bringing a peaceful feeling to everyone who saw it. Some believe it might have been a guardian angel watching over people who needed help. Others think it could have been something completely different. What do you think it was? Disappearing traffic. We've all seen strange things online, but this one left Twitter puzzled. A video showed traffic apparently disappearing into thin air. The footage captured cars and bikes driving along a road, then turning left, only to vanish as they seemed to drive over a bridge across water. It looked so unreal, with many viewers convinced that the vehicles were disappearing. However, some users quickly figured out the truth. It wasn't a bridge over water, but an optical illusion. The video had been filmed from above at an angle, showing a dirty roof with a ledge. So, while it may have looked like magic, it was just a trick of the eye. Guess we'll leave the disappearing act to the professionals. Tiny Wanderer. A man was driving his car, following his usual routine, and stopped at a traffic light. Suddenly, his dashcam captured a small, humanoid-like creature crossing the road right in front of his car. It wasn't an ordinary animal like a stray cat or dog. Some people claimed it was just a monkey, but honestly, could monkeys even look this odd? Others believed it might have been a mysterious, unknown creature. The incident left people puzzled and spooked, sparking endless debates about what the dashcam actually recorded. Rake or myth? Have you ever thought about what could be out there in the woods at night? A creepy dashcam video shows a man driving on a quiet road in the woods late at night when something strange crawls out of the brush. It looked like a humanoid creature, but its body was pale and skinny. The creature was crawling on its hands and knees with a large head and skinny arms. The man felt very uneasy and slowed down as he watched it pass by. Some people believe it could be a creature called the Rake, a terrifying cryptid that lives in the woods. The driver never knew what he really caught on camera that night. Creepy Lurker. On January 25th, 2024, a man in a small rural town in Ohio parked his car at his usual quiet spot near a field for a late-night drive. As he relaxed and listened to music, he noticed something strange. A pale, otherworldly creature peeked around a tree and stared at him. When it realized it was seen, it quickly crawled back into the field. The creature had light skin, dark features, and sunken eyes. Feeling scared and unsure of what was happening, the man quickly sped away. Some people believe it was the Rake, a dangerous creature, while others think it could have been a skinwalker. The man remains sure that what he saw was not from this world. Possessed Runner. A group of friends was driving late at night when a naked man suddenly appeared out of nowhere and started chasing their car. Shocked, they decided to turn the car around to get a closer look. To their horror, the man kept up with their car, running at an unbelievable speed. What made it even creepier was how his eyes glowed in the light of their phone's flashlight, reflecting in a chilling way. It felt like the man was possessed by something unnatural. Honestly, if I were in their shoes, I'd be terrified. I can't even imagine how disturbing it must have been to see something like that in the middle of nowhere. What do you think it was? Roadside Spirit. A truck driver passing through Arizona believed his dash cam captured a ghostly figure. While driving late at night, he noticed something unusual. A transparent figure appeared to be standing still on the side of the road. There were no other cars in sight, and the area was eerily quiet. The figure was so transparent that the road's lines could be seen through its legs. Some say it might have been a ghost, while others think it was just a shadow or trick of the light. Either way, one thing's for sure, this is a solid reason to stick to daytime driving. Midnight Encounter. This video showed something bizarre in the middle of the road. At first it seemed odd, but when slowed down it became terrifying. A strange, misshapen figure stood there, causing locals to believe it was a ghost caught on camera. Several cars passed by and moved around it, suggesting they too saw something unusual. The presence of the figure in the road seemed surreal, and its unexplainable nature left people wondering what it really was. In my opinion, if I'd been there, I'd probably be looking for an escape route, not stopping to analyze. I don't think I'd be sticking around to figure out if it's a ghost or some weird illusion. Chupacabra Mystery. While patrolling near a rural area, deputies came across a strange creature running down the road in broad daylight. The creature was hairless, with a long snout, short front legs, and long back legs. Noticing how unusual it was, they turned on their dash cam to capture the moment. The creature quickly disappeared into the bushes, leaving the deputies baffled. Many believe it could be the legendary Chupacabra, while others think it might have been a coyote. Despite previous sightings of similar creatures, the mystery remains unsolved, and the sheriff is open to further research to identify what was caught on tape. Teleportation. This next clip from Japan might not be scary, but it's definitely strange, or maybe even edited. The video shows the side of an approaching black van. It was shared online with the claim that it shows someone teleporting. Some people think the man in the clip jumps from a bridge above, while others believe he jumps out of the car window. Some even think the video was edited. Edited teleportation videos from Asia have appeared before, making this one seem suspicious. Whether real or not, it certainly got attention, leaving viewers puzzled about what exactly happened in the clip. Strange predator. A resident from Rocky Gully, Western Australia, recorded a strange video last month. He was driving through the forest at night when he saw something ahead. Thinking it might be a wild animal like a kangaroo, he stopped his car and started filming. However, what he captured was shocking. In the headlights, a pale, humanoid creature appeared, running on all fours. It quickly vanished back into the darkness. The man couldn't find any explanation for what he saw. He believes it was either a monster or an alien. So far, no one has been able to identify the creature, leading some to wonder if it was a skinwalker. Haunted road shock. A truck driver was cruising down a quiet road in Louisiana when something truly bizarre happened. He spotted a pale girl hunched over on the ground, her back to him, but as he passed, she suddenly looked up with hollow eyes. He froze in fear, but didn't dare stop. He sped past, heart pounding. The unsettling sight haunted him long after. After this strange encounter, no one could figure out what had happened, but after that night, the road seemed scarier. It left everyone wondering if he would be brave enough to drive down that road again. Midnight hunting. In this creepy dash cam video, a group of people were driving down a narrow dirt path when they witnessed a terrifying sight. As the camera zoomed in, it became clear that something was going on in the distance. It looked like a creature or something similar was attacking or possibly eating another animal. There was a living creature struggling to move, with something wrapped around it, though it wasn't easy to tell exactly what was happening. Some said it could be a chupacabra hunting down a prey, but to me it looked like another creepy creature waiting to be explored. The highway mystery. A strange humanoid creature was captured on highway surveillance video in the United Kingdom. The footage showed a creature running across a busy 4-lane highway at full speed. At first glance, it looked like an animal, but when still images were taken, it seemed to have the head, body, and legs of a human-like creature. The creature was running on all fours, which made it even more puzzling. Some people thought the video might be fake, but paranormal investigators confirmed it was real. They checked with local authorities, who verified the footage. The creature was filmed in 2007. Various theories were suggested, from deer to kangaroo, but the deer theory was quickly dismissed due to their knee structure. Open discussion. It's time for today's open discussion. A mysterious dash cam footage captured something terrifying in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. The creature, known as Mothman, was first seen in 1966 and became a terrifying symbol of doom. This footage showed a dark figure with large wings and glowing red eyes, chasing cars down the highway at incredible speeds, up to 100 miles per hour. People have linked Mothman's appearances to disasters, like the tragic Silver Bridge collapse in 1967 that killed 46 people. The dash cam footage shocked viewers, showing the creature's eerie movements and intense speed. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.